Hey, cousin, it's your favorite cousin Ken here at the Lighthouse Women's Wellness Center. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about waiting for your divine union. I know that you're like, look, Ken, I ain't got no time. I'm not thinking about no man. Don't want to be with no man. I ain't going to be with no man. I understand, okay? I understand, but this is a message. You know, it's not me. But anytime I'm guided to give you a message, I'm just letting you know you're going to be in a partnership. All right. You're in the process of healing, and it is absolutely normal for you to feel like you don't want to be in a relationship. That is spirit. Spirit will shut down all of those feelings and all of that. Okay. So I'm just letting you know. You're not supposed to be out there dating and doing all these other things if you are aligning with spirit, because you have to remember when you decide to open up your vessel to align with spirit, then you basically shut yourself off from the world, from even family members or friends or a job you used to have or a business that you used to have. You will start to be distanced from those things because it is very important for us to be still and silent and be able to allow spirit to move through us in order to help us to heal through this process. So you will go through a process of healing. And when you are going through that process of healing, you will not have the desire to date. And that is to protect you. That is for your own protection. So if you're trying to date, or if you're thinking like, why don't I have the desire to be with a man anymore? Why don't I feel like I want to be in a relationship? It's just not time. And that is spirit doing that for your protection. So you're not crazy if you're doing that. If you're being called to be celibate, which means that you are connecting to spirit. All right. This is different from being abstinent. Abstinence is when you just decide not to have sex. And that has nothing to do with your connection to our creator. It's just you deciding that you're not going to have sex for whatever reason. That's your own doing. All right. Because if the right person come along and they sing the right song, baby, you're going to be singing like a canary right with them. So that ain't what we on, okay? We ain't on that. When you decide that you are going to stop having sex and be celibate, that means that you are deciding to stop having sex until you are married, until you are connected with your divine partner that spirit is going to guide you to be with. You're going to continuously work on yourself and build a stronger and stronger bond with spirit within. And that is the path that a lot of women are on. So if you're on that path, trust me, you're not by yourself. Join us in spiritual alignment class. You will see that there are many women that are on the same path. You do not have to be out here by yourself, honey. You have support, okay? Many of us are being called to do this because we all know that a man's weakness is a woman, all right? It just is what it is. It's always going to be that. So women have to change in a way that we have to require more from men. And if we are allowing men to continuously do whatever it is that they want to do because they are the man, society says a man can do whatever he wants to do because he is a man. That time is over. The man is going to learn, and Spirit is teaching a lot of men that they have to be responsible as well. They have to be disciplined as well. It's not working. The men cannot hide behind the fact that they are a man and say, oh, I'm a man, so I'm okay with being weak. It's just a man's nature to be weak. No, it's not. It's not, especially if you are the leader. So for any men, if you're out there listening, if it's coming down heavy on you right now, we praying for y'all. Yeah, we praying for you. Okay? Because it's coming down heavy on us too, right, ladies? It's coming down hard on us too. We all are getting it from spirit because it's time for us to get in alignment, especially those of us that have been called for a great purpose. It's no longer time for us to be living like everybody else, doing what everybody else is doing. We came here to do something. We came here to change this world. We came here to raise the vibration of this planet at a time when this planet is really going through a lot. But in order for us to be able to assist with the collective work, we first have to do the work on ourselves. And we have to allow Spirit to teach us. And the best time for us to learn is when we are by ourselves. So if you're being guided to be by yourself, it's okay. I know that you probably want things to go back to the way that they were, or you want things to get better. But let me tell you, this transition that you are going through right now, it is very necessary for your growth. And if you don't go through this spiritual isolation, if you don't go through this valley, this dark energy that you're going through or that you have been through, because some of you have been through it and some of you are in it right now, and some of you have already made it through the other side. But if you don't go through that darkness, then you cannot get to the light. You will not reach the enlightenment unless you go through these cycles. And that's just the reality. I know that in this world, we have been conditioned to believe that we can live however we want and all we got to do is pray about it. Okay. All we got to do is read our Bible, or all we have to do is go to church or go to the mosque or say this many prayers, whatever laws that men create. If we do all these things, then that will help us to become a better person. It will help us to become a better person, but you only can get so far. So we know that Spirit has made a way for us to be able to connect to the source, okay? Through Christ's energy that have paved the way for us to be able to connect to this energy. So when we decide that we're going to give up our way of doing things, we're going to connect to this Christ consciousness, we're going to live in a way that is different from everybody else, then we align with the Spirit and that changes and transforms our life, okay? So let me tell you, what you're going through, it is very necessary. There are many, many, many that have come before us that have had to go through the same ascension. They have had to go through the same thing. We are just aligning with the energy because of the time that we live in. So you're going to be okay. All right. You're going to make it through. I know it feels very tough right now, and especially when you are being guided to be by yourself. I think that's the hardest part about this path is when you're being guided to isolate from people and you have to sit with yourself. You have to sit with your thoughts. You have to see yourself. You're not looking at other people anymore like they're the issue. You understand that every issue in your life or every experience that has happened to you is teaching you something. But you find that for many, many years, you might not have been learning anything. You just kept repeating the cycles. But that time is over. It's over. All right. And in order for us to come together with our divine partner, we have to be in a position to do that. And I want to open up your heart a little bit, just a little bit, okay? Because you know your favorite cousin can. And like I said, I know your heart may be closed to love. You may not be thinking about love, but I am here to tell you that there is going to come a time when you are going to be in a relationship because the soul has to continue to grow. All right. So you're going to go through many different trials and ups and downs and all these other things to purge all this negative energy from yourself, doing the shadow work and inner child work and all these things. That is for you to evolve on a soul level, right? So your soul is going to evolve through these different experiences, but there's only so many experiences that you can evolve from alone. Okay. There will come a time when you will be in a partnership because there is more that you have to learn. We have to learn to live together. And that is something that humanity has struggled with forever. So those of you that are being called to be in a divine partnership, it's not just about you being in a relationship with a person. It's you learning how to stay in a relationship with a person and you and this person being on the same team. That's something that we have an issue with because y'all know how it is. When something ain't right, we'll be like, nope, gotta go, gotta go. You gotta go, I gotta go, somebody gotta go. But when you are in a marriage, this is the reason why when you get married to somebody, that's your person because it teaches you how to stick it out. That is what love is. All right. A lot of times we feel like we know what love is, but most people don't know what love is because love is unconditional. You're going to love this person regardless of whatever. You stick it out. You don't leave. And that's how marriage should be. The divine union, y'all not leaving each other. I'm telling you right now, it's not happening. You're going to stay with this person for a very, very long time. But that's because you and this person have something that you came here to do together. So you learn how to live with each other. You learn how to compromise with each other. A lot of times relationships don't work because as soon as an issue comes up, then most of the time we switch up, and I'm not going to just say the men do it. Women, we do it too. Sometimes we do it too, where we're like, you know what, I'm done with you. I just don't want to deal with you no more. And rightfully so. Sometimes you need to be out of a relationship, but I'm talking about a marriage. You can't do the same thing in a marriage that you do with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You know what I mean? So when you get into a relationship and you're married to this person, then that means whatever you go through it together. So it's not you and this person against each other, but you and this person are trying to figure out how you can compromise and work together against this issue. You're working against the problem. You're not working against each other. But oftentimes when we have relationships, we become separated from our partner But a divine union, you won't be able to do that. So you're going to learn how to be in partnership with the person. But before you get into that relationship, you will have healed and you will know when spirit guides this person into your life because your discernment and your enlightenment will be on. It won't be like how it used to be for you when you were not connected spiritually, where you were picking a partner based off of superficial things. It won't be that. It will be you deciding to be with a partner based off of your needs, what you need from a partner. So you can trust yourself and you going through all the healing and all the things that you go through, you're going to learn how to trust yourself. So just know that, okay? It's going to happen. All right. And I'm here to tell you right now, it is going to happen. But don't put your focus on that because remember, as women, we have to keep our focus on spirit. And a lot of times we take our focus off of spirit and we start putting our focus on the man because the world will tell us, you need to look at the man. You need to follow behind the man. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't allow the man to be the leader. Of course, the man, he's going to be the head of the household, but you always keep your gaze on spirit. Always. When you're in a relationship, you have to keep your own identity that is separate from your relationship. But a lot of times when we don't have that connection to spirit, we merge our whole entire life with our partner, and our life is about our partner. It's not what we came here to do. We didn't come here just to be a wife or a mother. We have a purpose that is greater than that. And you know that you're not here just to be a wife and a mother is because if you try to live that life, you will always feel like you're not fulfilled. I did that. When I was in my 20s, I didn't have to work. I didn't have to go and get a job. I didn't have to do none of that type of stuff. And when I was in a relationship, I knew that everything would be taken care of. But who really wants to live a lifestyle where you don't have a purpose that gets you out of bed in the morning other than your children and your husband and your household? That gets real boring real quick. And women that live like that, you can tell that they are not satisfied because they're drained, they're tired, because they're not in their purpose. This is the reason why it's so important for us to get into alignment with spirit and focus on our purpose. The purpose comes before the partnership. But oftentimes we'll want to be in the partnership, but we're not thinking about the fact that we have a purpose for coming here to this planet. It's greater than being in a relationship. If we make our whole life and our whole existence about a relationship, then we, a lot of times, and I say we as a collective, but a lot of times we will not reach our purpose. We will not reach our full potential because we don't understand that the relationship is just going to assist you with your purpose. It's not there just to comfort you and make you feel good. Relationships challenge you. Spirit challenges us, and relationships are no different. So we have to expect that when you get into a relationship, there are going to be challenges. You're not going to find a perfect person that has nothing wrong with them. You're going to have to learn to compromise, but that's good for you. We're going to have to go through these things, but the more we connect to spirit, the better we become, the more we're in that flow. And when challenges come, we don't always get upset like a child. We learn how to manage our emotions. We learn how to navigate through life, and it's not so hard for us. When you get into your divine union, you just have to know that this person is going to love you. They are going to love you. You don't have to be a perfect person. All right. Spirit is going to get you right. I'm telling you that right now. So if you're in the process and spirit is getting you together, go ahead and go through it. Okay. All that extra weight getting ready to come off, everything that you need to do in your household with your children, everything is going to get cleaned up. I'm telling you, spirit will get you together first before you get the assignment and before you get the partner. So that's the reason why we go through that purging or that pruning, like the Bible talks about us being pruned. You have to get all those things cut away so that everything can grow and blossom the way that it needs to. So trust in the process of becoming, but just know that you're not always going to be doing it alone. Do we want to be codependent on our partner? Absolutely not. And if you're at that phase where you feel like you just need a partner so bad, you just want to be in a partnership, you want to be in a relationship, then you haven't grown up spiritually yet, because we all start off there. But you'll go through so much heartbreak and disappointment and sadness and all of this neglect and all these other type of things from these people that you're deciding to be with. And what that does is it makes you feel like you don't want to be with anybody. And that's the point. That's the point. Because we should not be looking to our partner to fulfill our needs or to bring us peace or to give us a better life. We're not looking at our partner in that way. Okay. When we're talking about a divine partnership, we're talking about two people that come together to win this thing called life together. Just think about being on a team, all right? You have something to bring to the relationship, they have something to bring to the relationship. So we go down this path together, but the paths never cross, all right? But we have to learn that because we grow up and we have these issues from our childhood where we just want to be loved because many of us did not get the love that we felt like we needed as children. It's only right to go to our partners and we want our partners to love us and to fulfill us in a way that they never will be able to fulfill us. They will never be able to do those things that your dad didn't do. Your partner will never be able to do the things that your mom didn't do. It's just not going to happen. You have to heal from that, and spirit will make sure that you do. So, when you're not getting the partnership that you want, just know it's not time. And you can date. I'm not going to tell you to stop dating because you know I'm a guide. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But I'm going to tell you that if you continue to date and if you continue to have sex, all you're going to do is have more babies. You're going to be taken care of by yourself. And it's going to be more stress on you. Just telling you the truth. That's just what it is. Or you're going to be in a relationship with a guy and he's going to get on your last nerve. And you're going to feel like you don't want to be with him because you're doing it your way. There is a way that we decide to do it, and there is a way that our Creator has designed it to be for us, the best way for us. And when we decide to align with our higher self, we're aligning with the best life for us. And there is a life that you want to live. But the only reason why you have that desire is because Spirit is giving you a little peek and telling you this is possible for you. But there are certain choices that you have to make in order for that to happen. Okay? So I'm just coming here with a message today to let you know that it's going to happen. A lot of you are going to be getting into your divine partnership. Some of you, if you still have that feeling like, no, I'm not ready, you know you're not ready. Listen to your soul. Okay? Listen to your soul because your soul is going to tell you you're not ready. But that doesn't mean that this is not going to be for you in the future. So if you know in your heart of hearts, you just now started on your healing journey, or you're still in the process and working on yourself, this is not the time to be dating. I can't tell you not to date. I'm just telling you that if you do decide to date, all you're going to do is attract more lessons to you to teach you how to love yourself. That's what they're going to do. They're going to teach you how to love yourself. And they are soulmates. They're not your enemy. They're not some dark forces trying to destroy you, even though they can. But they are there to teach you, and we have to learn that. But as humans, we don't always learn because spirit is telling us this is the way we should go, or we're getting this guidance. It doesn't always work like that. A lot of times we learn from very, very challenging situations. That's how we learn. And this is the reason why we have so much that we have to go through when we are in relationships. It's because we have a lot to learn. So get the lesson and don't be bitter. Open your heart and keep your heart open to love. All right. But continue to work on yourself because you want to attract a better partner. If you are attracting people that are not what you want, they are showing you where you're at spiritually. On a soul level, those people are showing you where you are at spiritually. Because remember, we're all one. So whatever energy you're attracting to you, they're just a reflection of you. Okay? And once you start healing and loving yourself and eating right and living right and surrounding yourself with good company or being by yourself and not allowing people to disrespect you and not allowing people to use you and not allowing people to mistreat you and not allowing people to gaslight you and do all these type of things. Once you stop allowing that and you start really living in this flow of loving yourself, I'm not just saying with your words. I'm saying you really love yourself because you're not allowing people to hurt you anymore. When you start protecting your energy, when you start taking care of yourself, when you start eating food that is going to help you to become better, to think better, to grow, to be better. It's holistic, all right? It's not just about the look, but your appearance will even change. The way you dress will change. The way you look at yourself will change. Everything is going to change because when spirit shows up and it's flowing through you, it's only going to be the best. You're going to be the greatest version of yourself because your desires are going to align with the desires of spirit, which is best for you. But if you know you're not ready yet, then just keep working on yourself. That's the best thing you can do. But if it's been 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and you've been single, there's some healing that you need to do because we're not here to be by ourselves. And if you're afraid to go back out there, then you will never be able to grow in the way that you need to because we need to learn from each other and grow together. That's how this works. Okay? So a lot of us, we started off on our twin flame journey years ago or with somebody that we thought was our twin flame. But what did they do? They taught us how to love and value ourselves. That's exactly what they did. That was the purpose of that. But don't allow those past negative experiences to keep you from love. Learn from it. Learn from those experiences. Observe yourself. How was you showing up? What was you allowing? What did you do? And not to blame yourself or shame yourself, but just so you can be aware and observant of the way that you used to show up so that you won't repeat those patterns. And let spirit tell you why. Because when you have this connection with spirit, spirit will reveal to you this is why you did what you did. So you won't be beating yourself down or hurting yourself or sabotaging yourself or isolating yourself. You will know why you did what you did. And then spirit will help you to heal, but that happens from the inside out. Okay. So I'm just here to share this love with you. All right. Twin flames are very real. They're very real. But the reason why a lot of people do not get with their divine partner is because they're not willing to release when it's time. They're not willing to let go of the world and the things of this world or family or jobs or locations or whatever it is. They're not ready to let go. They want to stay in the world the way it is. And they're not ready to let go because when you connect with your partner, it's you and your partner against the world, literally, literally. And you will bring up so many people. You will help to raise the vibration of the planet. That is the purpose of twin flames. But how can two people come together and assist with raising the vibration of humanity and raising the vibration of the planet if they are suffering individually? It doesn't work. So that's the reason why we do our work individually and then you merge with your partner when it's time. It's going to happen for you. And for those of you that are really, really in need of love, you've given so much. You deserve to be loved by somebody that is going to love you too. You're not here just to give to everybody else and not get that love back. You're supposed to get that love back. But if you don't believe that you deserve it, if you will not demand that for yourself, then you'll never get it. And there's a lot of people who don't. There's a lot of people who will settle into life the way that it is, the way that their parents did it, the way that everybody else is doing it, and they won't align with spirit so that they can align with their divine partner. There is a partner for you. What you want wants you to. Who you want wants you to. There is a man that is praying for you, just like you as a woman, you're praying for somebody to be there for you. That is going to happen, but it's not going to come before your relationship with our Creator. It doesn't work like that. And as humans, we believe that we can do whatever we want to do, and we've always been like that. We don't have to be married. We can just, be in these relationships and have sex, but that's not working for us. There's a reason why marriage is important. And it doesn't have anything to do with control, but everything to do with discipline. You discipline yourself and you decide to be with your one partner. And that's for men and for women. Okay. All right, cousin. Love is in the air. I'm feeling the love in the air, all right? I'm just telling you the truth, all right? There's going to be some beautiful love and relationships, and you're going to see them. They're going to be on social media because this is the thing. You see a lot of the craziness that's going on in the world right now, but we live in a brand new world, all right? So no longer these news outlets have control over what we see and how we feel. That time is over. The time is over for all of these news outlets showing us pictures of what we need to see so we can feel a certain type of way. That time is over, all right? We live in the information age. We live in a new world. There are people that are going to be showing you their love. And don't be jealous. Just know that you're next. Okay? You're going to be seeing relationships that blow your mind. You're going to be seeing people do things in the world together. You're going to be seeing partnerships come together and people doing things together where it's like, wow, like, why weren't people doing this before? Because spirit did not allow it. And we were not in a position to receive it anyway. So that's the reason why it wasn't time. But there is no way that the union of man, woman, and child is going to be broken. It's just not going to be broken. And there are going to be couples that are going to show you the power of a divine union and a divine partnership. You're going to see it. You're going to see it. And you remember what I'm telling you. Because once you see what they're doing and how they're changing the lives of others and how they're impacting the world and changing the world, when you see what they're doing, just remember what I'm telling you, that you're next. You're next. But you got to get in alignment with spirit. You got to go through this initiation. You got to go through this hard time. You got to go through all these dark things because the thing about it is with divine partnerships, these two people have been through more than people can even imagine on their own. They've been through a lot, but they have healed from those things that they have been through and they always chose love. And that's what makes them a divine union because they always choose love. And that's how they were created to be. It's not them doing it, it's how they were created to be. Okay? So get ready and don't do it for the partnership. Do it for yourself. Do it because of your connection to spirit. Do it for your own growth. And you're going to do it that way anyway. I don't have to tell you that because spirit going to make sure it happens. Okay? Because you ain't going to have the desire to do nothing else but be better. That's it. You ain't going to be thinking about no relationship. It's going to come. The love that you want, you're going to receive it. And it's going to be so beautiful. The love that you have given to so many people. I mean, fearless love, though. You know what I mean? Because a lot of you have given so much love and you just love and love and love and love on people. And you feel like you're never going to get it back. But you are going to get it back. You have to get it back. But you have to open your heart to receive it. So, right now, while everybody is fasting, I'm just going to tell you my business because you know you my cousin. So right now, while everybody is fasting, everybody's fasting right now. But me, I'm not. I'm not fasting right now because I fast all the time anyway. First of all, that's just my lifestyle. So I fasted for so many things that I have nothing to fast from, just to be honest. I can fast from eating food, but I fast on a weekly basis. So that's not an issue for me. But I have learned that when spirit calls you to fast from something, it's something that needs to be changed in your life. So what spirit has guided me to do was fasting from control. Spirit has guided me to fast and to receive. That is my fast. Learning how to live in the flow, stay in the present, and just receive. That is very hard for me. There are some people in the world that all they do is take, but I have never been that person. So I live a life right now where I don't necessarily have to work hard, and it's still hard for me to wrap my mind around the fact that I don't have to work hard to make things happen in my life. So at this time, I'm really being guided to fast from the need to do everything and just receive. Just receive, staying in the present and just receive. And when I tell you things been happening in my life, and I'm like, dang, all I had to do was relax. Dang, I should have relaxed a long time ago, but it's just so hard for me. It's so hard, I've been through so much and I've always had to take care of myself and my children. And I feel like I have to. That's just how I've always felt like I have to take care of myself. If I don't take care of myself, who's going to take care of me? But Spirit has really shown me that our Creator wants to take care of us, like for real. And the moment you need something, you'll have exactly what you need. But if you've always lived a life like how I lived, where I've always had to do everything for myself, then it's hard to receive this type of life. But I'm telling you the same thing Spirit told me. Just receive. Wherever you are right now, I'm telling you, you have everything that you need. A lot of times we want way more. We want to do more. We want to be more. We want to go further. We want to have more and all these things. But learn how to stay in the present, because when you learn how to stay in the present, then you will recognize that you truly have everything that you need. There will always be something that you want. You'll always be on this quest to evolve, because that's what the soul came here to do. So it's not wrong to want more and to be better, but don't forget to give gratitude for where you are and how far you have come. Because if you think about it, you really do have everything you need. You really do. And that's for me too. I have to recognize that too. I have everything that I need and I'm grateful. I'm very grateful and I'm thankful. So, anyway, that's my fast. So, that's why I haven't been seeing me that much. It's not like I'm disappearing again like I did for 3 years. I'm not doing that. Okay. I'm still here, but I started kind of getting back into that mode of producing because I was a YouTuber for so many years. So I was always online. I was always uploading videos, and that was just my life. So now I'm learning that all I have to do is just put the information out there, and I don't have to do it every single day. I don't have to do it all the time. I just do it whenever Spirit guides me to do it. It's not like a rush type thing. This is not a rush thing. Life is not to be rushed through, just chill, So I'm learning that. I'm really learning that because I'll tell you the truth. You will start to get caught up when you start recording or uploading. If any of you are thinking about doing that, you will start to get caught up in numbers and the analytics of your channel and all these things. And you'll start to get into this mode of, okay, let me figure this out. Let me figure out how this is going to work. Let me do this and that. And you can do it that way because I did it that way. But when Spirit is in control, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You are guided to do things when you're guided to do them. And when you're guided to rest, you rest. And to some people, that just doesn't make sense because it's like, okay, well, you are supposed to be growing your channel. You're supposed to be growing this and that. And you should be recording or uploading all the time. But no, you're not. It's not about that. You do whatever you're guided to do, whenever you're guided to do it. So I'm taking me a little breaky break. But I'm still gonna be doing Spark the Flame. I don't know for how much longer though. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to continue to do Spark the Flame. I don't know, but I just been kind of feeling some type of way about or continuing with the podcast and everything like that. I've really been taking time to reflect and think about what's the best way to use my energy. And y'all already know I'm in spiritual alignment class, so I'm always there helping the women that are in our private community, and that's really my focus. But I moved here to Atlanta to do something totally different. And I'm not really trying to go back down the social media rabbit hole of producing. That's not my thing. Like, I've already done that. And I'm not trying to be stressed out doing nothing. Y'all just let me know, if y'all want me to continue to do Spark the Flame, the podcast. I haven't reached 100 episodes yet. I think I'm really close, but, you know, it is what it is. There's other things that I want to do. And I'm not saying that I don't want to be online because I don't mind being online. And I know that being online, that it just has to be that way. Like if you have a business or anything you're doing, you need to be online. But I don't want to just be uploading videos. I'm kind of over that. You know what I'm saying? I got things to do here. So can't need to be on the scene. You feel me? So that's just what it is. So anyway, I love y'all, ladies. Make sure y'all join us in spiritual alignment class. That's where I am. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.